every man is not going to make $100,000. And if every man did make $100,000, women, what makes you think you're going to get access to it? One place where women mess up completely when they're asking for a guy who makes over $100,000 is y'all assume that he's going to give some of that $100,000 to you. No, that's not how it works. Money attracts women. We know that. So once we know that you're attracted to me because you think or you know that I have money, you're already in our grasp. You're there because I make this amount of money. But we know that you're going to try and do your level best to get access to that money. And how do women do that? With sex. Sex happens very fast when women know that a man is paid. So then after sex happens and you start to ask for money or you start to get you want some reciprocation for doing what you did with this guy. And then you're like, hey, I want to get this bag. And he's like, no. Then what? You leave. He leaves with your pussy in his pocket. And you go back on the dating market because you get nothing.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day.
And I don't know that women understand that that's how men who make $100,000 or more move. Because you guys see these rappers. You guys see these entertainers just spending bags and renting out malls for their girlfriends to shop, and you think that men that got it out the mud and making upwards of $200,000 a year is just going to be spending money like that on your ass? No. Men don't invest in situationships. We lease girlfriends and we invest in our wives. So if you're a woman that's going out on the dating market and you sitting there saying, I need a man that makes $100,000, and you think that he going to give you a little bit of what he already amassed on his own? No. All you're going to be used for is sex, and when you ask for money, he going to get rid of your ass. And then you're going to go back on the dating market, and you're going to call him an F-boy.
That motherfucker.
And you know what? Men are becoming very comfortable with being labeled as a bad guy, because we all know that women label every failed relationship as a man's fault.
Why didn't you guys get married?
He was a narcissistic. Narcissistic. Yeah, he was narcissist. And he was abusing. So
why did you guys get divorced?
He was very stagnant. I got married at 22 years old. And, growing into myself and understanding who I was, we just weren't the same. He was a little bit older, but he was very stagnant, and he didn't want to own property. He just didn't want to better himself. He just was cool with being in the street. And then he started cheating. So I'm like,
So that's why I tell guys, get comfortable. You always going to be the bad guy. Even if you didn't do anything wrong, get comfortable. So ladies, you better smarten up and figure out what you're going to do to get that man to invest in you. It doesn't mean anything if you say, okay, I want a man with $100,000. Cool, you got him. Now what? You have sex. Then what? What are you giving him? Kevin Samuels talks about this all the time.
Ask a woman what she wants from a man, and she'll give you a thesaurus, a list, an encyclopedia. Ask what she brings to the table, and you can't even write it on the back of a stamp.
Shout out to Kevin Samuels. They're trying to sell this soft life narrative when they don't even know how to move to get the soft life. You have to give the man something to provide a soft life for you. If you're not giving anything other than sex, then you will be used for just that.